Hi, I'm Montclair Mayor Sean Spiller, coming to you with our weekly update for June 3rd, 2021. Happy Pride Month, everyone. I hope you're able to join me for the wonderful panel discussion that we had on LGBTQ plus issues at my last town hall. We had many people who came on, asked some wonderful questions, and I was thrilled to be able to help answer some of those with the panel talking about a broad range of topics, looking back at where we've been, where we are, and where we're going. So thank you to all my wonderful panelists who were on. Thank you to all of you who tuned in. And for those of you who weren't able to join, please be sure to check it out on my Facebook page at Sean M. Spiller. I know you'll enjoy the conversation as much as we all did. On Friday, June 4th, we will have our Pride flag raising at Town Hall at 3 p.m. Certainly it's important for us to raise the flag, but just as important for us as a community, it's important to celebrate LGBTQ plus culture and support LGBTQ plus rights. And we will do so while also raising the new Progress Pride flag. With it, we're going to show our solidarity to the Black Lives Matter movement with the inclusion of black and brown stripes to represent diversity and inclusivity, and support for the trans community with light blue, pink, and white. And that's because we want to demonstrate to the world that Montclair is a place where difference and diversity is not simply accepted, but truly embraced by our community. In another proud action, I was proud to announce that Montclair will observe Friday, June 18th, as a public holiday in recognition of Juneteenth, to commemorate the end of slavery in the United States. Municipal offices will be closed, and of course, refuse and recycling collection will be suspended. But more importantly, it will highlight what African Americans have celebrated since the late 19th century. The holiday commemorates June 19th, 1865, when Union General Gordon Granger rode into Galveston, Texas, to inform enslaved people of the Emancipation Proclamation and their freedom. This important moment in history took place 2 months after the Civil War had already ended, and more than 2 years after President Abraham Lincoln had issued the Emancipation Proclamation in 1863. Juneteenth is not only a celebration of this momentous period in our history, but also a day that affords us an opportunity to consider how much more needs to be done to ensure true equity and justice for all Americans. The need to recognize the challenges we still face as a nation, to confront the systemic racism rooted in so many of our institutions, and to truly live up to the ideals prescribed in the founding documents of this great nation is a call to action that each of us as Americans needs to answer. And now, moving to this week's COVID numbers, and looking at a summary of last month's COVID numbers, we see that for the period May 3rd through May 29th, we saw 8 new cases, 2 of which were probable, for a total number of cases of 2,657. Thankfully, there were 0 hospitalizations reported and 0 new deaths, and our total deaths remain at 73. Our active cases up through May 29th are 11, and the estimated number of recovered individuals is 2,573. For the month of May, there were 35 new cases. As a comparison, that's compared to about 290 in April. 0 hospitalizations and 0 new deaths. In May, there were 1,283 that were considered cases that were considered closed, and 1 case was transferred out of the jurisdiction by the town, county, or state. The age range for cases, for 0 to 20, there were 11 cases at 31%. 21 to 30, 3 cases at 9%. 31 to 40, 4 cases, 11.5%. 41 to 50, 7 cases at 20%. 51 to 60, 5 cases at 14%. 61 to 70, 4 cases at 11.5%. 71 to 80, 1 case, 3%. 81 to 90, no cases. And 90 plus, no cases as well. I also want to give a big thank you. I had the opportunity this week to head over to the Wally Choice Community Center at Glenville Park for vaccinations that were going on, led by our health department nurses and also MFEE with the outreach that they're doing into the community. Really did a great job. It was my pleasure really to join them and just see them in action over there, and to really just see how hard they are working to make sure that we get vaccine access into every part of our community, and we work to get every single person vaccinated. So I'll take this moment again to encourage everyone, please, please get vaccinated. It is such an important thing to do for yourself, for your family, for our community, and to help us really move forward through this pandemic. So please get vaccinated. As an update on the pandemic at the New Jersey level, we are seeing that the governor has been easing many of the pandemic restrictions which have been in place. On the 17th of May, Governor Murphy signed Executive Order 241, which eliminated many mask requirements in certain outdoor spaces, etc. So, it's constantly changing, but we are seeing things, get back to that new normal. We all keep doing our part and get vaccinated, and hopefully we won't see a new surge again, especially when that fall comes with cooler temperatures. So now's the time. Let's get vaccinated. We know that the President of the United States is launching a real effort during this month to really get people vaccinated. We see so many people chipping in, offering incentives for people to do so. So please get vaccinated. It's such an important piece of what we can all do. Tied in with that, I want to announce that there is a food distribution event. That food distribution event is going on through the county, and they are tying it into a COVID-19 vaccination event. So the same thing happening here on Thursday, June 3rd, and again, Thursday, June 3rd, 2021 at 9 a.m., Essex County, West Side Park, South 13th Street in Newark. People can enter from the 16th Avenue entrance, rain or shine. Vaccines will be available from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. Food boxes will be distributed while supplies last. Residents do not need to participate in both events. You can do one or the other. There's no appointment needed for vaccinations. So please be sure to get out there. You're probably listening to this. It's happening early this morning or tomorrow, depending on when you're watching this, but be sure to check the date. But if you can make it, know that almost weekly the county is doing these food distribution events that are doing these mobile vaccination sites. So there's always another opportunity. Please be sure to check out essexcovid.org to see many of the opportunities happening in terms of food distribution and vaccination efforts. As a reminder, appointments are not even needed for vaccinations now at the county level. Please, show up, get vaccinated. That's the most important thing you can do. So, again, lots of changes here. We're seeing positive developments along the lines of where we are in terms of this pandemic and where we are as a township in terms of vaccination efforts, but still work to be done. Let's not lose sight of that. Let's keep at it. Let's keep working hard, and we're going to get through this together. So thank you very much, everybody. If you have any specific questions or concerns, please send them to questions@SeanSpiller.com. That's questions@SeanSpiller.com. Happy to answer them here, or reach out to you directly if it's a specific thing that you need an answer on. But thank you again for listening to this update, and I'll see you again soon.